Zhenze is a typical small Jiangnan water town. It is also a silk town as silk industry once served as the town's pillar industry. Nowadays, silk is seen as the core of the town's creative industry and is growing. How is silk linked to Zhenze? And how does the transition happen? Zhenze is located in South Tailei Plain, where there is a warm and moist climate and a naturally fertile soil. Therefore, the town has always been suitable for both mulberry and silkworm growing. Since Ming and Qing dynasty, Zhenze was an important hub for real silk transaction. Until recent history, the flourishing silk industry could still be perceived. However, industrial machines engulfed silk industry with higher quantity and quality. Silk produced and processed by machines tend to be of higher quality compared with that of craft production, and the yield was significantly higher. This had forced Zhenze to start the checkered industrialization of silk industry. In late 1929, Shi Xingzhi cooperated with Sun Ronghao in setting up Zhenze Villager, which became the first silk manufacturing factories in modern times in Zhenze. But later on, the industrialization process was not as promising as it was expected to be. During the following decades, the immature silk industry has experienced several times of rise and fall due to the dramatically changed economic and political context. Since 1990s, the silk manufacture began to exist as small companies and dispersed in the whole town. It is also noticeable that the ratio of silk industrial output to general industrial output is ascending, while cocoon output has been continuously declining. Within the silk industry, there are three sectors, including most of the aspects from raising silkworms to the newest seasons of silk clothing displaying in fashion shows. Due to the increasing labor cost from 1990s in Yangtze River Delta region, the national government promoted a vessel-worth movement of real silk production, which facilitated the shrinkage of the first sector in many silk-producing areas in this region, including Zhenze. As a town renowned for its silk culture for thousands of years, the local governments and enterprises started to explore the second and third sectors in realizing higher additional value. Since 2000, a series of local silk enterprises was established with placing silk velvet as the leading product. With near 2 decades development, Zhenze has made its place as the largest producer of high-quality silk velvet in China.
像我们郑州呢，养蚕的地方，真的有名的，这个丝绸很正宗的了。
But the problem is, the silk velvet is only a very small part in the silk consumption market. Although the leading silk companies in Zhenze have already developed other types of silk products, still, velvets are the best sellers for their high quality, but not for their design.
目前设计师我们主要是跟设计院所，包括的美院的学生合作，设计是外包的。
In addition, the compatibility between the silk industry featuring velvet and the watertown tourism patterns needs to be enhanced. From the past to the early days of industrialization, farmers raise silkworms in their home, while a small part of the silkworms' cocoons is processed by themselves for own use. Most of the cocoons are sold to the reeling factories in the cocoons market. Then, the reeled cocoons become rolled silks and are sold in the town or transited to other places. In this pattern, the silk industry connects different parts of the town together into the production chain. Nowadays, most sectors of the silk industry in Zhenze are grounded on silk factories. Farmers go to intensified farmlands run by large silk factories as workers to raise silkworms and grow mulberry. Then, a large building of a silk factory can accommodate the rest of the work, from the processing of cocoons to the displaying and selling of silk products. In this pattern, the silk industry almost loses connection with the historic town center of Zhenze, as well as the village and the small farmlands scattered in the rural area of the town. In response, local governments and companies launched a series of initiatives and invest several silk industrial park or creative park to promote the silk culture and attract the creative talents when reconnecting the silk industry to Zhenze's current identity as a tourism water town.
目前还没有一个集中销售一个点，郑则有100多家的工厂，还是散布在整个镇的各个地方。
However, these initiatives are either placeless approaches or not yet have clear relationship with the current tourism pattern. When compared with Wuzhen, one of the most famous water towns in this region, Wuzhen has organized a series of worldwide events such as Wuzhen Internet Conference and Wuzhen Theater Festival. Series of top-level events has brought a huge reputation and the tourism revenue to Wuzhen. Zhenze, no more than 30 kilometers from Wuzhen, as one of the 14 water towns that are going to apply for UNESCO heritage sites, and also the only characteristic town in the land of silk in the Thailand region, should reflect its position in this larger picture of water town tourism network, and utilize silk as its main attraction to the development of worldwide events and distinctive tourism sites. As the UNESCO report pointed out, places is more important in the digital age since people need more inspiration from the real places in promoting creativity. How can Zhenze restore its historical identity as a central place of the silk towns in the digital age? How to turn Zhenze from a productive town to a creative town? We need a more effective synergy to better link the silk of Zhenze to the land of Zhenze.